do you know what, Alex? I took my daughter with me. It was a curious request. I said, I want you to come with me to Ken Dodd's funeral, and she came along, and we were in awe of the occasion, Alex, and I'm sure shared by thousands in the cathedral. I felt that when Ken's coffin came down the aisle and they were playing Cavalier Rusticana, and the scale of the event and the occasion, I was totally overcome. It was like being an extra in a massive Verdi opera. And I said to my daughter, I said, "You'll never see anything like this again in your life." It was stunning. What a send-off for someone, the governor, the boss, he's gone.
And the moment that got me was when they played Love Is Like a Violin, that beginning sort of 2 bars into Happiness as the Diddy Men followed him back down the aisle. Just beautiful.
Diddy Men down the aisle, I know. It was so wonderful. And I just thought to myself, well done, Liverpool. You've done him justice, and the send-off that he truly deserved. There'll never be another, Alex.
No, I know. I mean, we spoke about this last time. The incredible achievement, both in music and comedy, was exceptional.
Yeah, knocking the Beatles off number 1 and
amazing.
And topping the chart. I remember seeing him. You can't stop talking about Doddy. I remember seeing him when I was about 20, and he was in summer season in Bridlington, and I went along with my girlfriend then. I looked at him, and as a boy singer myself, then with aspirations to do comedy, I looked at this man on stage, and I thought, if only I could just get within 100 miles of what he was doing, wouldn't it be fantastic? And then to get to know him over the years and become a friend. And feather in my cap, last October, he asked me to speak at his celebration lunch in London, and to stand up at this table, and with Lord Grade and Barry Cryer and Alison Steadman and Roy Hunt all around me. It was a moment I'll never forget.
True legend. And weren't we lucky to know him? That's what I thought at that event. Weren't we lucky to get those moments in the dressing room? What a privilege.
Yeah, and I took my kids to see him about 20 years ago at his prime. Well, he was always at his prime, and at the City Varieters in Leeds, and they were all young adults. And I said, "Come on, we're going to see Doddy," and they didn't know kind of why. And on that evening, Alex, I was audience watching, and I was watching them get weaker as he got stronger. Yes. And in the end, that's what he did. Do you give in? Yeah. He did. I just got a wonderful anecdote about Ken Dodd, Alex, is that many years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, we were both working in Skegness. I was doing the Butlins Midnight Cabaret up the road, and he was doing the 7:30, 8 o'clock show at the Embassy Theatre. So naturally, when I'd finished at 1:30, who should I meet in the petrol station but Ken? He'd done his 5 or 6 hours, and I'd done my 45 minutes. But on this one particular occasion, he said, "Oh yes, bye Joe, hello, Sir Bernard, yes." And he said, "I'm doing 6 weeks at the Embassy every Monday night." And I said, "Well, I'm doing Butlins every Monday night. I'm sure we'll meet." So as we left, I said, "Ken, you're looking a little bit peaky." He said, "Well, I've been on stage for 4 hours. He said, I'm a bit tired." So I went behind the counter, and there's only one road goes out of Skegness as you come inland. And I went behind the counter, and I said to the guy, "Can I have one of those big baguettes, those chicken salad rolls?" And I put it in my pocket, and I drove off. Bye, Ken, all the best. And he was moseying around with Annie in the old Volvo estate car, and off we went. And I got to a place called Dunham Bridge. It's a little toll bridge, just a few miles outside of Retford.
Yeah, on the bend,
and
isn't
I stopped, and I gave the bloke 10p, and I went, "Listen, Ken Dodd is about 10 minutes behind you. Will you give him this chicken baguette and tell him he looks a bit peaky?" And the guy went, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right then." So off I went. Following Monday night, about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, no sign of Ken. I thought, "Oh, he's not here yet." Bought another baguette, Dunham Bridge, and this went on for 3 or 4 weeks. And each time I met a different guy who was manning the toll bridge. Yeah. And they all looked at me and took the baguette, and off I went. About 6 months later, I met Ken again. I went, "Ken, do you remember meeting me at Skegness?" He went, "Of course, yes, of course." I said, "Did you ever have any guys when you got to the toll bridge at Dunham Bridge? And he went, we don't go home that way. Under the counter of the toll bridge with this big supply of stale chicken baguette waiting for a man who never ran. He turned right and went over the Humber Bridge. So,
oh, beautiful.
Wonderful.
Oh,
so,
God. Great memories.
Just to pick up on what you said, weren't we aren't we the lucky bunch to have been around at the same time?